O, karetka jakaś przyjechała, tam nie było tego wcześniej. Trzeba zobaczyć, co się dzieje. O nie. A to ten pobity cały czas.
What happened?
Can you believe this? A bunch of repeat offenders came up with a bright idea to storm the courthouse. For some reason, they think that if they destroy it, their prior convictions will go away. They took hostages and are now demanding both a 6,000 SUX and a plane to Acapulco.
If they want to fly into a war zone, I have first-class tickets for them.
Dokładnie. Dyrektywa 2. Muszę forsować?
Look out! It's the Tin Man!
Wszystko pomalowali, rozjewali. Co za kolor. Typy.
Another minute and I'll start shooting their heads off if they don't meet our demands soon. Who? Hostages? The police? That's the problem, man. We're still waiting because nobody can understand what you mean. You don't make our demands clear enough. They're probably thinking, why do we need an SUX if we want a plane too? Listen and shut up. Where is that fucking stomping coming from?
Ode mnie, wyłazić. Kurwa. O, co się zdarzyło? Kurwa. Jebaniec, on mi zajebał. O. Jest, mamy to. Nie. O, wszyscy...
Oh God, heaven itself has sent you, RoboCop. It was a nightmare.
It was a nightmare.
Robo, if you could call my boss and confirm what happened here. He wouldn't believe that I was taken hostage for the 3rd time this week.
A to...
Stay here. The police will come to question you.
A,
Hey, Robo. You showed them.
dokładnie.
It was a pleasure to work with you.
Po raz kolejny.
Hey you, the old man is waiting for you upstairs. This entrance to the building is off limits. You have to use the staircase.
Dzięki, stary.
Do you think it's gonna hold his weight?
Doesn't matter. Just old junk that needs recycling.
Oni nie mówią?
The old man's waiting. So, it's true what they say. You do have some kind of defect.
Oh, it's good to see you, my boy.
Boy.
Leave us. I want to talk to him in private. You have to excuse me for not getting up. I'm in a rather unfortunate state.
On chyba chce, żeby go przenieśli do jakiegoś robota.
You did exceptional work at the bank. I want you to know that I am deeply grateful for your service to OCP and the city of Detroit. See, I grew up in this very apartment, or what's left of it.
Łatwo
It
sobie go
used to
teraz
be a
spierdala.
thriving neighborhood. Nothing like what you see right now. I always dreamt of turning it into the most prosperous district in the city. A new heart of Detroit. Can you imagine? Or do you think it's just an old fool's pipe dream?
My purpose is to fight crime, not to make statements.
No, of course not. Delta City's construction is about to start. Finally, the old and frail will be replaced with the new and strong.
Takie pierdolenie.
Decay and death are terrible things. You
No to już
lose
wiem, że to
everything you worked
kradną
for
ciała
your
tylko
entire
dla niego,
life.
żeby jego tam kurwa zrobić
I don't
z
have
niego
to
robota.
tell you what that's like. It really makes me wonder. Has the time you spent in that armor been a burden to you?
The enhancements allow me to excel in fulfilling my duty.
Not only your actions, but your words confirm that you're an exemplary police
Dokładnie.
officer. The real reason I've summoned you here is because I'm worried. I'm aware of your instability problems, and it's not a matter that we can overlook. That's why I've requested to have people look after you. Tell me,
Kurwa, kolejne
how
badania
are you
psychologiczne.
finding your evaluations with Dr. Blanche?
I am happy to comply with any activity that improves effectiveness.
You're a good sport. I can imagine it's not a pleasant experience, but I can't express how much I'd like you to keep at it.
Okej.
I'm sure that becoming a liability is the last thing you'd want. Am I right?
That is correct.
Now we've reached an understanding. Tell me, is there anything I could do to put your mind
Expa daj
at
mi
ease?
więcej.
My fellow officers worry about OCP's intention regarding their work.
Really? I'll have a word with Becker. Perhaps some new equipment would boost their morale.
It would be appreciated.
I have to say, you brought a lot of hope into this old man's heart.
Jak powiedział Louis, to
Excuse me. I'm not supposed to exert myself too much. Doctor's orders. And you can't argue with them. Take care of yourself. After all, the peace of Detroit depends on your well-being. Oh.
Holy shit! What was that?
RoboCop. Not such a piece of junk after all.
Hey Murphy, are you done with the old man's tea party? Remember to get back in touch with your informer. See if he has any info that could get us back on the biker's lead.
aha, racja.
Spike is still out there.
OCP wants to raise towers of glass and steel? Go ahead. Just not where we live.
A co ja mam do tego? Pani, kurwa. Przesłuchaj zakwasa. Ale gdzie mam go przesłuchać? Gdzie on siedzi? Pewnie nie żyje już. Ktoś go odjebał. Coś mi się wydaje, że jakieś zbiry będą chciały go tam pouszkadzać. Naszego ziombla. A tu jest.
Whoa, it's getting so cold. Luckily, the previous owner didn't need this jacket anymore. It has no bullet holes.
Greetings. Waiting for the movie screening.
Just browsing to find which movie would most enhance my nuke experience.
Has working with the police not made you change your ways?
Ja
I need to
pierdolę.
keep up appearances. Otherwise, I wouldn't be much use as an informer, now would I? Now,
Racja.
tell me, what's the next job for the police's finest duo?
I need information on Spike's whereabouts.
That SOB. I'll never forgive him for what he did to Briggs.
Mów gdzie jest.
Luckily, there ain't much left of the street vultures after the bank heist. They're probably laying low. But now you mention it, I heard about a biker who had a crash near the riverbank just behind the
Ah.
mart. So,
Czyli tam,
your
okej.
best bet is to check out the scene of the accident, or maybe hit up a nearby mechanic to see if they know anything.
Okej.
You really want justice for Briggs?
We owe him. But it's more about Daniel and Gail.
No tak, żona z
And I
dzieciakiem
think
została.
everyone will sleep better once those butchers are taken care of.
Dobrze.
Any witnesses?
There's this crazy old bum who hangs out around
O
there.
nie, to jest ten od
He's
kosmitów.
nosy. Maybe he could help.
Are you positive that he escaped on the damaged motorcycle?
Not so much on it as with it. From what I gathered, the bike suffered more than just a dent.
Aha, czyli
I'm
ktoś
guessing he must have
gdzieś
dragged
go
it to some
prowadzi.
nearby mechanic to get it back in shape. I think Ben's shop is the closest.
Thank you. You have given me all I need.
Bernie's Grocery?
I know you're busy, but there's something that I need your help with.
Okej.
I will not be involved in any illegal activity.
That's very presumptuous of you. I just need help finding a VHS tape in the rental place across the street. The title slipped my mind, and I assume you've got like a database or something in your head that'll make looking for it a breeze.
Okej.
So what do you say? Will you help me look for it?
If it helps you stay out of trouble, let us proceed.
Yeah, it'll solve all my problems. Let's go.
Let's go! Nie no, znów będę z nim łaził?
What are you looking for?
So there's this movie about a guy with a gun, and there's this bad guy who wants something. I'm pretty sure the title has some biblical reference in it.
You lack vital information on the subject.
We buy, sell and trade. Jaka kartka, kurwa.
Let's start searching. Remember, the title has something to do with the Bible, saints, cosmos, or whatever. Let's start by checking the thriller and drama sections.
Should we ask the owner?
Forget him. He has no idea about movies. He
Okay.
thinks that Salamanca deserved the Golden Piston for the best picture.
I heard that, and it did.
Kind Shepherd?
Love that one. You know, that movie could have never happened. The director threw out the script after reading a couple of pages.
Ooh.
Thankfully, his wife picked it out of the trash, and after reading it, she forced her husband to give it another look.
Everyone deserves a second chance.
Dokładnie.
Do we? I'm not so sure about it.
Alex Murphy was given a second chance.
But I mean, you really deserved it. Which is something I couldn't say about a lot of people. Anyway, I don't want to spoil the movie.
Będziemy urządzać jakieś pogaduchy teraz o filmach, kurwa, z Menelem.
Excuse me, we are conducting an investigation.
You can investigate the case of several tapes being overdue. Your main suspect is your friend over there.
No co ty, mordo?
Did he call us friends? Nice.
Garden of Earthly Delights.
Oh man, great movie. Very elegant. Panned by the critics though.
Czemu przy komediach stoi?
Director is a badass. He personally showed up to one of those ceremonies to accept the award for the worst movie of the year.
We do not need to bow to outside pressure.
Odpowiedzialność, kurwa, za produkt.
It takes courage to not give in to the pressure.
Oh yeah, it does. But hey, if that director can resist it, then why the hell can't I, right?
Jezu, na prostą go
Let's get
prowadzamy.
back to it, because that's not our tape.
Nothing in thriller or drama.
Okay, how about you check in the sci-fi and action section? I'll have a look at horror.
Eve's Flower.
yeah.
Beautiful depiction of violence in that one.
Do you think violence can be beautiful?
It's just shown with a different sensibility to what we're used to. Maybe because the guy's European. You know how they are. It's different.
Jak to how they are?
Cool is all I'm saying.
Recognizing beauty in something ugly is a unique feature.
Doesn't pay the bills, though. Then again, I don't have bills to pay anyway.
Ale...
Time to occupy yourself with something meaningful.
What are you talking about? I'm a street entrepreneur. I keep myself busy, thank you very much. But we're still missing our tape.
Czy tu były jakieś poprawne odpowiedzi, kurczę? Action.
Celestial Decay.
Classic. Still waiting for a sequel. But the guy who did that one has never made a part 2 in his career. But he said that if he ever did, he'd do a sequel to that one. How do you feel about that? Sequels, remakes, comic book adaptations, etc.
They give hope that there is more.
Yeah. Plus, you get to meet the characters you liked again. That's why I don't hate them. Anyway, risking to sound like a broken record, That's not the tape we're looking for.
Kurwa, znajdziesz, typie.
I think I found it. I messed up the title a little. It's called Me, Sire. But here it is. Isn't that the tape we're looking for?
O nie, gangusy przyszły.
Tape? What tape? You like movies? Do you want to shoot an action movie? I think I'll wait till it comes out on VHS. Lights, camera, action!
Serio? Strzelają do niego za film?
Crap! I need a hand over here!
Do you need assistance?
Torch heads will burn you!
No gnidę zasane. Pierdolę, za kasetę strzelają do ludzi.
First, I hear a bunch of movie puns, and then everyone starts shooting. It all happens so fast.
A gdzie jest zakwas? Ty, puściłeś go.
Where is Pickles?
He ran out the back door.
O,
Where will I find him?
I don't know. But homeless or not, you still have to give an address to get a membership card. Try the computer. Maybe you'll find something there.
try the computer. A na górze. Tam jest pozamykane. Gdzieś wpisywał coś.
Who's gonna pay for all this?
Nie ja. Jak on się nazywa? A, jest Pickles. Jade Street 3C. Lepkie ogóły i słodkości. Przeminęło z biegiem. Banjo kontratakuje, zły, gruby i brudny. Co to jeszcze jest? Ukryj się lub giń. Arena sześcianowców 2. Śmierć czeka. Okrutne kocięta kontratakują. Nieokreślone SI. Zmieniacze wszystkich czasów. Oderznięty palec 2. Śmierć czeka 3. O! Pośród wszelkich problemów. Legendy Durendal. Arena... A, to było już zabójcze marzenia. Zagubieni w kanałach 3. Betonowa pułapka 2. Śmierć czeka. Portal Combat. Błonia zniszczenia. W krainie smoków. Arena A. Ostatnio szybko, wybuchowo. Naciągacz i spółka. Uprzedzenie i papierosy. Świadectwo cygana. Dobra, gdzie tekstury? Uwa, naszego ćpuna wystraszyli i uciekł. Mieszka w jakimś boksie magazynowym?
You're all right.
A jak myślisz?
I overheard some torchheads saying that they were running away from the cops and went through that video store. They had a wad of drug money on them and didn't want the cops taking it, so they hid it in one of the VHS cases. Misheard the title, so I needed help.
That is not the kind of help I was willing to provide.
Come on, give me a break.
Give me a break.
I fucked up, I know. And I get that you're on a mission to save my life or something. With all that great advice of yours, it takes courage. Sorry to disappoint you, Dad.
O
I'm
ty.
lacking in that department. There's just one thing that I need right now.
Which is?
All I need right now is a fix.
O
So,
nie.
let me keep the money. You won't hear me asking about anything else.
Are you asking a police officer to leave you with money from nuke distribution?
I know you're a police officer first, but can't you be a friend this one fucking time?
Nie.
I am not doing this as a police officer. I am doing it as a friend. Hand over the case.
You can't do this to me, man.
I just did.
Fuck you, Tin Man. I earned that money fair and square.
Ten tam żyga cały czas. O,
Greetings, citizen.
The best cop in the hood is back. How can I be of service?
I am here in regards to a fugitive.
Oh, damn. What is wrong with this thing? I need to get that car down, or God knows what might happen. Can you help me out with this? It's new and I don't know where I put the manual.
I will use the valve.
Okej.
Go on then. Let's see how it's done.
Awarie hydrauliki.
I thought you knew how to bring that car down. Can't be that hard. It doesn't start. Pop the hood.
Kurwa, macie samochód będę naprawiał?
So, do you know what the problem is?
The coil has been disconnected.
That would
Battery is fine, stable, above 12 volts.
That's one thing checked off then.
A, tu już wiem jak się tym posługiwać.
Spark plugs are not the main culprit. There is no power. I detected an electric current inside the cooling tank. I recommend grounding it to fix the problem, but I am sure...
I'm guessing it's an easy fix.
Działa!
It started. We're on the money. Well done, RoboCop. You are one serious Swiss Army man.
I am best at catching criminals. I should get back to it.
Dok.
You said earlier you were looking for someone.
A biker. Have you repaired any motorcycles recently?
As a matter of fact, I did. This big, chunky guy showed up. Bald head, big ears, and spiky beard. Wasn't really warm and cuddly, but he paid cash in advance. So why would I refuse?
Do you know the whereabouts of this individual?
I don't, but he asked me if I do paint jobs too. Then showed me a ripped-out page that had a tattoo design on it. He asked me to spray a mean-looking bird onto his gas tank.
Why do you think the design...
O nie, to będzie o... Będę musiał pójść do studia tatuażu.
Page had other graphics, which were clearly tattoo designs. And, as far as I remember, it had the address of a tattoo parlor that's close by printed on the bottom of the page.
A,
What was the design you sprayed onto his motorcycle?
It was some sort of bird, but I don't know what it's called. I'm not a botanist. But it had a bald head.
okej.
For the information. Proceeding to the tattoo parlor.
Teraz będziemy chodzić z miejsca na miejsce. Będziemy przesłuchać tatuażystę. Tu będzie koniec. Że tak.